Hare Krishna. Welcome back to the series Nimai's Adventure. Today we are reading chapter 12, Nimai's first day at school. As Mali walked away from the field, he saw a new path that he had not taken before. Deciding to explore this unfamiliar passage, Mali skipped along in excitement. The trail led out into a stunning landscape full of all kinds of wildlife. As Mali walked along, he saw gigantic banana trees with large bunches of perfect yellow bananas and bright green hills with rainbow-colored flowers and lavish bushes. Little rabbits tumbled down the hills as they played amongst each other, and the butterflies danced gracefully under the sun. The mouse suddenly heard the noise of faint music drifting towards him. He could hear a group of beautiful voices singing together. Mali wandered towards the sound, trying to find where it was coming from, and stopped to look at a muddy watering hole a short distance away filled with elephants of all shapes and sizes. The big animals sang with their trunks in the air, swaying side to side. Mali had never heard anything sweeter. Hurry, hurry! The elephants sang together. Some elephants were cooking on a wood fire nearby, and Mali could see piles of cakes and laddus in clay pots stacked upon each other. He went closer to peek at what the elephants were making. The animals looked very big compared to little Mali, and being slightly scared, he did not go too close. One elephant saw Mali inching away and called him with a big friendly wave of her trunk. Sensing the giant creatures to be kind and gentle, Mali moved slowly towards them. Hurry, Bol! The elephant shouted. My name is Ekadashi, the elephant. You must be Mali, the mouse. My friends have told me about you. I hear you are interested in learning about a dear little Nimai. How would you like to help us make some offerings for the temple? After that, if you would like, I could tell you a story about Nimai. Of course, I would be so grateful. Might I say, your singing is beautiful. Mali smiled. I love hearing about Nimai. His childhood mischief definitely is not ordinary. I'm excited to learn, so please teach me what to cook. The elephants gathered around and showed Mali how to mix milk and sugar to make delicious sweets for the temple. He helped shape and decorate the offerings, and very soon there were many pots with different colorful treats ready to take to the temple. Mali was blissfully engaged in so much service. After having finished the cooking near the fire, Mali and his friend Ekadashi wandered over to the watering hole to cool down. Since we are done cooking, Ekadashi, would you please tell me a story about Nimai? Appreciating the mouse's enthusiasm to hear about Nimai, Ekadashi said, I'll teach you about little Nimai's first day at school. Don't be fooled, however, it is unlike that any other child's first day at school. Here we go. Before I start, hop onto my trunk and sit tight. Otherwise, you'll get splashed by other elephants if you continue to sit down there. And so, when Mali was comfortably seated, Ekadashi began telling Mali the pastime of Nimai's first day at school. There was great excitement on the first day of Nimai's school. His father, Jagannath Mishra, rushed around the house, making sure his son had all the books he needed to study with, and his mother, Sachi Mata, cooked and packed tasty lunch for him and made sure that Nimai was dressed smartly. Nimai himself was beyond delighted to study. He bounced up and down and smiled from ear to ear, thinking about all the new things he would learn from his teachers. Nimai skipped to his new school in great excitement, swinging his mother's hand back and forth. He entered the classroom and looked around at all the children, and after hugging his mother goodbye, he went to sit down at a desk. On his first day of school, Nimai learned the entire week's class, all the consonants and vowels of the Sanskrit alphabet in just one day. The next day, Nimai hurried to school in excitement and learned all the compound letters, which generally took weeks to master. He excelled in everything he was taught, and very soon Nimai learned all that the school could offer to teach him. His teacher, Gangadasa Pandit, was astonished at the speed he was learning and felt elated to have such a bright student in his class. The teacher would praise Vishwambara's parents and thank them for allowing him to teach the son. Of course, Nimai is Lord Krishna himself, so he had no need to study from a teacher. Therefore, he is the supreme personality of Godhead and is the most knowledgeable. Nimai went to study at a school to teach others by example that one must study to learn. Learning is an extremely important part of our lives, and so by going to school, Nimai made this point very clear. Mali was surprised to hear how intelligent Nimai was. The small boy seemed to excel at everything he did. Patting the elephant's enormous trunk with his small paw, Mali thanked Ekadashi for telling him the sweet pastime. The little mouse hopped down from the elephant and wandered off into the wilderness. Comfortable amongst the rest of the resident wildlife and searching out his next adventure. Kavichandra ki jai.
Join us tomorrow to see what Mali the Mouse gets up to.